In today's video, I'm going to be doing some live sourcing and seeing how much profit I can find within 10 minutes. I've been selling on Amazon for almost 3 years now and have generated well over $3 million in revenue within that time. Everything you see in today's video is the exact methods that I've been using to generate that much throughout these years. So make sure you guys follow along. Let's jump right into it. So for this first part of the video, I'm going to be doing the manual sourcing, going through these leads myself, trying to find them profitably. So right off the bat, I'm going to start off here with Scout. I'm going to go and look for some specific products here. Health and household. I want to do a specific sales rank, right? 1 to 100,000. 1 meaning it's the fastest selling product on Amazon. It's the highest in Amazon's catalog. 100,000, I put that at max because I don't want it to surpass 100,000 in sales rank. Usually that means the product is going to start selling slow. The sellers I want to compete against, at least 5 of them, and at a maximum of around 80 or so. And then the price, I want to go for at least $20, right? We don't want anything much cheaper because it's going to be hard to squeeze out profit with a low selling price because of the Amazon fees. So 20, and then the max price we could probably put to around 150 or so. Okay, and from there, all I have to do is press Scout now, and I'm going to let Scout go through and pull up the products based on my criteria. Okay, and so right off the bat, he's pulled up these products here, and I'm going to start going through any of the good ones that I notice. So I know Crayola is not a very good brand because they sell pretty cheap. I know this one does sell high at $82, but it's 6 pounds, so I don't want to deal with that, right? So I'm going to start going through. Let's try to find some brands that we might recognize. Like Pokemon, that's recognizable, but we see this is gated here, and there's an IP risk on some of them, so we might want to avoid that. What I try to do when I source is I try to look at the red flags first, right? I don't look to see, oh, is this good? Is this good? I try to find something bad in it, okay? And if I can't find anything bad with it, I know that it's a good product, and I can proceed with buying it. And so I just start going through, I'm looking at these products. Not the best, honestly. I might do a rescan here. Same criteria. We've got about 118 here, but if I rescout, it's going to bring up some more products for us. So just another scout through there. Let it bring up. Now it's 112, so we can go through and see if there's any brands that we recognize maybe to be good. So let's just look at this Hot Wheels one right here, Hot Wheels Track Builder. So let's jump over to Amazon, and we'll have Scout source it as we're going through Amazon and looking at it. Okay, so Scout's going to be doing that in the background. We're going to look at this here. It's about $36. It is sold by Amazon, right? But we see there's movement in the Keep It charts, guys. If we see some movement right here and it drops down, we see the offer count moving up and down. We know that there's people selling this product. So right here, we can see there is some movement there. Looks like Scout's brought up this product from Walmart. It is not looking profitable, though, because it's $33. So let's jump back over to Scout and see this is where he found it. Let's do an in-depth Scout because I do notice there's a lot of people on it. So there's got to be somewhere that we can find this profitably. $36. Let's try Mattel. Maybe it's there. Not seeing it there. $44. Not worth it. All right, so not going to hold up time on that. Just going to keep going through. I'm not seeing anything that I'm really liking here from the Scout so far, so I might have to mess around with my criteria. I might have to change around some things. So let's change the sellers to around 20 or so, maybe a more popular listing, something like more likely to be profitable. So 20, and then we'll keep it at toys and games. So I'm going to switch up the criteria here and try that out. And so I see Scout's brought up this here, and I see Jellycat popping up a bunch right here. And I know this is a popular brand here. So if we just go right over to source, I know Scout's going to go through and he's going to find it directly from Jellycat here. And we can see it is $33. On Amazon, it's $64.99. So let's take a look there really quick. Let's see. The large option is $64.99. Okay, this is medium. We got to match it up, right? We got to do large here. So it is $50 for the large. So if we go over to here, $50, $64.99, 65. That's not profitable, right? So we'd skip on from that one, move on to a different product. So we can see another Jellycat product here is $52. Let's source that and pull up Amazon in the meantime. So as Scout's going to find the product, where to buy it from, it's going to be brought up here on Amazon also. So while Scout's doing that, we can jump back over and see his progress. He's looking through the listings to see if there's any good ones. We can see on Amazon, it is $58 right here. So we'll put 58 as our selling price. And then Scouts finished his search and it is $33. So let's see, 58 here, 33 there. We've got a $9 profit right there. So that's one product that we're going to mark as a good one. I want to see how many we can find here. So that's one. And I know Jellycat is pretty good. So I'm going to look at the other ones here really quick as well. So source another Jellycat product, open it on Amazon. And so we got this one here. And Jellycat is brought up again here from Scout. And we can see it is $33. So this one might be profitable as well. It's $11 profit. We can see the charts look pretty good. A lot of movement here in the offer count. That's what we want to see. So this one is good as well. So that's two. Jellycat, we're on a roll here with this one. We can scroll down and see there is another one listed. Let's check this one as Scout does that. Same thing. We jump into Amazon. $60 for the Corgi on Amazon. Let's look at the charts here. We can see there's a lot of movement here in the charts. This looks really good. All right. And we can see Scouts brought up the same product, $35 here on the actual website. And I know that's going to be profitable as well. That's $9 profit right there. Okay. So this looks like this one is out of stock. So it is a pretty good product. Obviously, people bought it out. And so right there is another $9 profit product for when it comes back into stock. So there we go. That's three. What I'm going to do now is instead of just going through here on Scout, since he helped us out with that, I'm going to actually start doing a little bit of reverse sourcing. Okay, this person, he's got 10K orders fulfilled in the past year. He seems like a pretty good seller. Okay, so I'm going to jump into him, visit the DAC Quality storefront. And what I'm going to do now is look through his storefront and try to find some good looking products that he might be selling that are good as well. So right off the bat, he's selling a lot of these DVD sets, and I'm not too much of a fan for those. And so I'm going to click into this one because I have previously viewed this, and I believe it might be profitable here. I see the Cool Mint product, $35 is what he's selling it for. We could see on average, yeah, the brand is selling up at 35. We see a lot of offer count rising right here. Okay, that is something to take note of, guys. As you see the offer count rising, you're going to see the price dropping slightly. All right, that is something that's very normal that you're going to see. Okay, but we can also use and see what other prices people are winning it at by going to the data, the buy box statistics, and now we can see, okay, $31, he's winning it at 14%. $33, we could even win it up at. Okay, so 33 is what I'd probably try for because that's the best we can go from. And so from here, all we have to do now, because we found it on his storefront, is just press Google with SellerAmp. And what I like to do is usually go directly to the brand first. So I can see this one here. The brand is listed right there, just ingredients. So I'm going to see what is the product, the Cool Mint. Brings it up here under shopping. Same brand website, just ingredients, double checking. So for subscribe and save price, it's $17.99. It's not bad at all. Pretty sure that's profitable right off the bat. Right there, there's another one, $5.62. So this guy's a pretty good storefront, right? We found one thing profitable from him, so I'm going to go back and try to find something else from him. Let's go through. It was on, actually, I'm going to sort by best sellers. Ah, that's one of his best sellers. Kong rubber brush. He sells a lot of Kong items. Interested to look into this. I don't usually look at items that are cheaper than $20, but if you can get it really cheap, then it might be worth it. And I see a lot of movement here in the buy box, so I know people are hopping on it. Seeing it at $6.99 from Groomer's Choice. Barely profitable, right? And that's why I don't usually look for items that are under $20, just because it's hard to make some profit out of it. So I just go back and look for some more products from him. These are some pretty cheap items he's selling. And so what I'm actually going to do is, so it looks like he is selling a Jellycat item as well. So we can look into this one. We can look at the Keepa charts first to look at the offer count, see the movement. Wow, we can see a lot of movement here. Okay, this is what we want to see. Okay, moving up, down. It is starting to rise a little bit, but the price is holding stable. So we're not too worried about that. So instead of us manually trying to find it, what we can also do is copy the ASIN and take it over to Scout and just paste it right here. And what he's going to do is actually find those products or find the retailers for us. You can see he's added now 5 different retailers. He's going through capturing the BSR, the buy box, the sellers, and everything. And he's going to bring up places that we can buy this product. So now he's brought it up here, and we can see first thing he brings up is from Jellycat, and that is where we want to source it from. Probably first is the brand website. And so the same draft product, it is $33 on Amazon. Let's see, what is the size? The medium size. Looks like it's out of stock because of how good it is. $33 would be $12 profit. He's selling it at $70, but realistically it is being sold at 62, probably like 62 at max. So $13 profit. That's a really good one. So let's take another look here at these final products. I see this one is selling 200 times a month. Let's take a look here. DAC quality selling at 28.26. All we have to do is either take the ASIN or we can manually source it ourselves. I like to take the ASIN and take it up to here because it is a lot easier. But for the sake of this video, we can also do the manual sourcing. So if we press into Google, we jump into here, we can see, okay, so I see it from the brand website. That's what we want to see. Check the listing. Is this like a 2-pack or something? Decent movement in the charts. It is a little blocky, but that's not bad. This listing's been around for 3,000 days. And you can see there's been some pretty decent movement here. This listing's been around for 3,000 days, and you can see there's some pretty decent movement here. In the past 3 months, it's a little blocky, but it's not too bad. So $25 is realistically what it's being sold at, $28.99 in the past. So if we jump over to here, $14, subscribe and save. That brings it down to, interesting. So $11.90 is how low we can get it. That's pretty good. Let's see, $11.90. It's not bad. That's a 10% profit margin right there. If we're selling at a higher price of 28, again, we can check the buy box statistics here, and we can see someone is winning at $29.99 at 4%. So we know it is possible to get those sales up at that price. So right there, that's another profitable product. This storefront is not bad. He's got some decent things. So we're going to jump over to page number 2, see how much profit we can find here from him. House of Lashes eye glue. All right, let's just take a look at that. He is selling these at pretty high prices, $30. But if you come down, you can see other sellers are selling it a little bit lower at $17.93. It is being won, though, right here at $22.22. So what we can do is look at the past. Wow, a lot of people used to be on it. Some people do sell it up at 22. So we can take the ASIN here, use Scout, paste that in there. And as he goes through and finds these products, we can take a look at the data a little bit more. So I can see this one does sell 400 times a month. He does sell pretty high. So let's look at the offer count and see how much he's actually sold. Sold in the past 30 days. House of Lashes, that's the brand. They were selling at 18. So they were able to sell 217. This person at $30, he was still able to sell about 23 according to the data here. And so let's take a look here at Scout, see what he brought up. House of Lashes is where we want to look for the brand website. The glue, $10. Is a dollar profit, not a lot. But if we're to get a 2-pack, 2-pack is $15.30, right? This is a 2-pack, it's a 2 count. So it would be 15, probably $15.30 is what it was saying there. Yeah, so this one's not profitable, not a very good one. So what we can do is just go back here, keep going through his storefront and look for some more products, see what we can find in profit. So this is a pretty expensive item, meaning we could probably get some profit out of that. If we look into it, there's 8 people into it. People are selling it at around 112. So let's take a look. Let's see if we can find any profit from that. So the 3-pack right here, that's what we're looking at there. The magnesium 7. So right off the bat, it is, let's see, if we do 6 bottles, 178. It's a 3-pack that it'd be sold on. So let's see if there's any discount codes here that we can make it a little bit cheaper. Using coupon birds, we'll try that first. See if there's anything in here. 133, I see it's brought down to. So let's just take a look at that real quick. 133, and that's for a 6-pack, so we got to divide it by 2. And that's even being sold at 104. People are winning it at 104.99. That's another profitable product right there. 1778, yeah. That is the benefit of doing some high selling products too, guys, is because you're able to squeeze a lot of profit out of that. So Right there, that's another profitable product. So this is just a few products, but inside the inner circle, me and my students, we have a list of a ton more products. So if that's something you want to be a part of, check out the link in my description. So today we found a lot of profit in just a couple minutes together. I hope you guys took some notes. Definitely go check out some of those products. And if you needed any help getting this business off the ground and wanted handheld guidance directly from me, you can apply for my one-on-one coaching with the link in the description.